The act is done. The field is silent. No voices. No movement. Just stillness. But this silence is not empty. It carries weight. Because something irreversible has entered the world. The first blood has been spilled. Not by accident. Not by nature. But by choice. And now, everything waits. Because after every action, comes a moment where truth steps in. Before we go further, just pause, because something small, but meaningful has happened. 34 people, 34 individuals chose to stay, to listen, to go deeper into something most people scroll past. And that matters, more than numbers, more than views, because truth doesn't need crowds. It needs those willing to see it. So if you're here, this journey includes you. And moments like this are not just stories. They are reflections of us. And then, God speaks. Not with thunder, not with destruction, but with a question. Where is your brother Abel? The same pattern, the same approach. Just like before with Adam, God asks. Not because he lacks knowledge, but because Cain must face truth. This is not interrogation. This is exposure. Because sometimes, the most powerful judgment begins with a question. Cain responds, I don't know. Am I my brother's keeper? A deflection, a distancing, a refusal to take responsibility. But notice something. The question is not just about Abel's location. It is about relationship, responsibility, connection. And Cain rejects all three. This is no longer just about anger. This is about separation. And then, the truth is revealed. What have you done? The voice of your brother's blood cries out to me from the ground. This is not hidden. It was never hidden. Because what is done in secret is never silent. Creation itself bears witness. And this moment reveals something profound. That actions echo beyond the moment they happen. But then, something unexpected happens. God does not immediately destroy Cain. Instead, he turns to the ground. Now you are under a curse because of the ground. Why the ground? Why not Cain directly? Why does the judgment begin? With the earth? This is where the mystery deepens. Because the ground received Abel's blood. And now, it responds. When you work the ground, it will no longer yield its crops for you. This is not just punishment. This is separation. Cain was a worker of the ground. It was his identity, his survival, his purpose. And now, that connection is broken. The very thing he depended on will resist him. And suddenly, life becomes unstable, uncertain, difficult. God continues, you will be a restless wanderer on the earth. The Hebrew word is nuah. It means to wander, to be shaken, to have no place of rest. This is deeper than movement. This is internal. A life without grounding, without peace, without belonging. And this is where the punishment shifts, from external to internal. This pattern echoes later in Romans 6:23, the wages of sin is death. But death is not always immediate. Sometimes, it unfolds in separation, in restlessness, in consequences that follow us. And this is what Cain begins to experience. Not instant destruction, but a life marked by what he has done. Archaeological evidence from early human settlements like Jericho shows how deeply survival depended on land. Farming was everything. Food, stability, identity. To lose the ground was to lose security. This was not just a curse. It was a complete shift in existence. From stability to uncertainty. From provision to struggle. Have you ever made a decision that stayed with you? Not for a moment, but for years? Something you couldn't undo. Something that changed how you see yourself. That's this moment. Because Cain is not just being judged. He is being confronted with the reality of his choice. And this is where the story becomes personal. Because every action has a consequence. Seen or unseen. Immediate or delayed. Cain has been judged. The ground is against him. His life is now unstable, uncertain, restless. But something unexpected is about to happen next. Because Cain will speak again. Not in defiance, but in fear. There's someone who needs to hear this. You'll know who. If this spoke to you, type I understand below. Because what comes next is not just judgment. It is something no one expects. Protection. A mark. And a question that still remains. Why would God protect Cain? What happens next will change everything.